Welcome back, and today we're talking about By the Grace of God's episode 1. So, like always, let's just jump into it. By the Grace of God, it's a very chill anime. I absolutely loved episode 1. Now, I will say, if you like Ascendance of a Bookworm or kind of like slice of life animes but set in a magical world, then this anime might actually be for you. I absolutely loved the first episode. It introduced us to the main character, Ryoma, and I have to say the way they told his story and how he came to come into this world was absolutely amazing to me. We got introduced to Ryoma and he explained that, he loves slimes, and he essentially has a slime for everything. Okay, he can tame slimes, and he has a slime for fertilizer. He has a poisonous slime. He has a slime that can just destroy anything like bones. I mean, if you think of a slime, he probably has it. He even has a slime for cleaning. I mean, talk about convenience, right? But yeah, Ryoma meets a group of knights, and we later find out that one of them is hurt. And one of the knights is a duke, actually. His name is Reinhardt. He's the duke. All the other knights were protecting him. They were ambushed by bandits and later a bear, so that's how one of them got hurt. And of course, Ryoma, being the OP character he is, because don't get it twisted, he is OP, he was able to produce medicine to help one of the knights. I believe his name was Hughes. And, that sets up everything else for the episode, right? We see Reinhardt. They go to Ryoma's house. They talk, and they're kind of curious how an 11-year-old who can use barrier magic, ice magic, and create all these different healing potions, how he's living in the forest by himself. They were kind of worried. So that should tell you that Reinhardt as a duke is a very caring person, somebody that is actually good. He's not seeking to monetize this person. He's not seeking evil means to use Ryoma or anything like that. He is a good character because he was kind of worried about an 11-year-old living in the forest by himself. So I do like Reinhardt, and I cannot wait to see more of that character. Now, of course, Ryoma tells a lie about how he was, he was living with his grandparents and stuff like that. Now, I knew this was an isekai, so of course that had to be a lie. And on top of that, whenever he got that orb that Camille pulled out that will read skills, it was very interesting to see what that orb said, because one, it did confirm that he is not a criminal and he's 11 years old. But on top of that, it confirmed that he had high physical pain resistance and high mental pain resistance. So that should tell you the kind of background that this character had. And that's when we got the flashback of how he died and what happened with him and how he got reincarnated. Now, I do have to say I feel sorry for Ryoma, because the world he was living in back on Earth, the life he was living was absolutely brutal. I mean, having to work overtime, no days off, and just work. That's not healthy, okay? That's not healthy. On top of that, his bosses were mean, throwing stuff at him, treating him like crap. I mean, I would not like to live that life. I mean, you can see why whenever Ryoma died and he was talking to the gods, he was not even in shock. He knew if he kept this up, he was going to die eventually. So that should just kind of tell you how depressed and how just in a bad place Ryoma was whenever he was on Earth and working and stuff like that. You could even see it in his facial expressions. He was just down. He wasn't feeling it. It was just horrible. I absolutely hate stuff like that. Come on, your mental state is the most stuff. It's important. You have to be able to relax and enjoy life, because working so many hours and stuff like that, that's definitely not it. But, Ryoma got a chance at another life. I'm glad he did, because he definitely deserved it. He definitely did not deserve to be treated like that. We see that his bosses would throw stuff at him. He had to suffer abuse from his father and stuff like that. So that's why his physical and mental state are at a high level. Now, the gods kind of gave him all types of magic. They kind of needed Ryoma to make that bridge from Earth to the new world, because that world, the gods' world, is running out of magic. So now the Earth, it has plenty of magic, but they're not using it. So they just created that link, sent Ryoma over along with all that magic. So it's a win-win for everybody, right? It's a win-win for everybody. Now, once Ryoma got reborn into a body of an 8-year-old, he started looking at the manual that the gods left. We see the stats. He has high stats on everything. He was able to kick a tree with no problem, broke the tree in half. He was able to tame the slime. So I really am excited for this anime. Again, episode 1 did a very good job at setting up the characters. Ryoma, I love him from episode 1. Absolutely amazing character. I cannot wait to see how he's going to behave in this world, right? Because I'm guessing on Earth, back when he was on Earth, he just didn't have time to make friends, to make those connections. So now being able to see him go through that is going to be quite amazing. And on top of that, it was kind of funny how he's been living by himself since he was 8 years old, that he kind of forgot how to speak to humans. He was kind of talking like a caveman. So that was funny. So the fact that we're going to see Ryoma grow as a character and start building those relationships and connections with other human beings is going to be quite an experience, and I cannot wait to find out. But like always, let me know what you thought of this anime in the comments down below. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.